I once sat across from a man worth more than $50 million, and he told me, quietly, almost embarrassed, that he didn't feel successful yet. The strange part? I believed him. He wasn't being modest. From where he sat, $50 million looked like a starting line. Every era invents its own version of this feeling, but today it's quieter. People are earning more, seeing more, buying more, and still feeling strangely unfinished. Not poor, not unsuccessful, just not quite there. That feeling has become one of the defining emotions of modern prosperity. Because wealth is no longer measured against security, it's measured against visibility. You're no longer comparing yourself to the person next door, but to curated lives, algorithmic luxury, and circles you may never actually belong to. So the finish line stops being fixed. It moves every time your reference group changes. The income that once looked like freedom starts to feel ordinary the moment the people around you begin discussing founder equity, family offices, and summers that aren't really vacations, but positioning. Nothing was taken from you, your life improved, but your context changed faster than your sense of arrival. And this is the quiet trap. Every achievement hands you a key to a new room, and inside that room are people for whom your achievement is completely ordinary. The first real apartment feels extraordinary until the person upstairs owns the building. The first five-star hotel feels indulgent until you meet someone who never sees the lobby. First, you want comfort, then optionality, then freedom, then privacy, then control, then distance from the very systems you once worked so hard to get inside. And the numbers show how fast enough keeps moving. In Charles Schwab's 2025 Modern Wealth Survey, Americans said financial comfort now takes a net worth of about $839,000. The year before, the same question came back at $778,000. The number moved $60,000 in 12 months, while people simply stood still and watched. To be considered wealthy, they named 2.3 million. But would reaching it end the feeling? Or would the mind quietly build the next threshold and hand you the bill? The consumer economy understands this perfectly. It doesn't need you to feel deprived, it only needs you to feel almost established, almost secure, almost respected, almost inside the room. That almost is powerful because it keeps desire moving. Modern luxury rarely says, "You are not enough." It says something more elegant. You are close. One better address, one better invitation, one better version of yourself away from finally arriving. But arrival was never the point of the system. Movement is. Which is why feeling rich is often less about a number than a nervous system. If the goal keeps moving, the body never gets the signal that it's safe to stop. So the most revealing question was never, how much is enough? It's enough compared to whom? Every level of wealth reveals another level of ease, privacy, and access. That is the hidden cost of upward mobility. You don't simply gain more, you learn in higher resolution exactly what you still don't have. So maybe the real luxury was never endless acquisition. Maybe it's psychological sovereignty, the ability to decide what is enough before the market, the algorithm, or the room decides it for you. The world will always offer another threshold, another symbol, another reason to feel slightly behind. But at some point, affluence has to become more than accumulation. It has to become discernment. The ability to recognize when a desire is truly yours and when it was installed. This is the Affluence Index, where the psychology of prosperity is decoded for intentional living.